She's all you'd ever want. She's the kind I'd like to flaunt and take to dinner. But she always knows her place. She's got style, she's got grace. She's a winner. She's a lady. Oh, she's a lady. Listen to me, people, she's a lady. Yeah, she's a lady.
Hi, I'm John Stocks, NEA's Executive Director, a former WEAC staffer, and a loyal Packers fan. For those of us who love Wisconsin, the past 5 years have been difficult. But it has always been inspiring to see the leadership and dedication of Betsy Kippers. Through all of the turmoil, she has been a steady voice for the children of Wisconsin and the educators who serve them. One word that comes to mind when I think of Betsy is toughness. But along with toughness, she also radiates a love for the students of our state. Betsy, we've been through the fire together and will always have a special bond. I wish you all the best in the next chapters of your life.
The one word that comes to mind when I think of Betsy, experienced. And that's really important to me as her vice president, because her experiences have helped me grow as a leader. I've met no one who has as many experiences as Betsy.
When I think about Betsy, great union leadership comes to mind. I think of this because of the great examples she's set for all of us across the state of Wisconsin. Betsy's shown us how to be resourceful and respectful as we confront the threats to students and public schools across Wisconsin. Here's thanks to a great union sister. Thanks, Betsy.
When I think of Betsy, I think of the word tenacious. Betsy holds on so tight to her beliefs and her issues. She is a real leader.
Hey Betsy, it's Aaron Ike here, currently president of the REA. Just saying, sad to see you go. You're retiring. It's a bit upsetting for me. My mother knew you, and it's really hard to know that someone who's sacrificed so much for so many teachers over so many years is hanging up the cleats. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a blast in retirement.
The word that comes to mind when I think of Betsy is energy. I've never worked with anybody more energetic or passionate for our members in our union. She brings that dedication and energy to work every day. We take on challenges and we have success more often than not. Betsy, I wish you the best in your retirement. You've earned every moment of it, and I know that you'll celebrate every day with the same energy and passion that you bring to your work as president of this union.
Well, there's a word that I would probably use about Betsy, and that's committed. Maybe she should be committed, I don't know. But I would say that the word committed explains Betsy to the T. She's committed to our organization, she's committed to our members, she's committed to making a difference in this union, and most of all, she's committed to a member-led organization.
Hi Betsy, it's Michelle Cooper from Racine. How are you? I'm excited to do this for you because you were such a wonderful person when you were here working with us in Racine and in Madison. When I think of you, I think of your wonderful sense of humor and your advocacy for education and for always doing what's right. You will be sadly missed, but I wish you the best in whatever you choose to do next.
The one word that I would use to describe Betsy is dedication. She really has embraced what our organization stands for and works tirelessly for our association, for our members, and for the students, as well as public education.
When I think about Betsy, one word that comes to mind is go-getter. She's someone who has an agenda and gets it done.
Hi, I want to thank Betsy for her years of service, and my one word for Betsy is energetic. She is always raring to go and ready to serve. So thank you, Betsy.
The one word that comes to mind when I think of Betsy Kippers is fighter. From her career as a classroom teacher, as an adaptive physical education instructor for the students most in need of access to physical education, from her work as an officer in the Racine Education Association, and of course her work as a WEAC officer, culminating as WEAC president. And also, having been Betsy's roommate on a few occasions, I can tell you that she's a fighter even when it comes to the bed sheets, who've come up on the wrong end of a fight with Betsy Kippers many times. Betsy has always been a fighter for public education, and I know she will continue to be so, even in her retirement. Congratulations, Betsy, and thank you for all you've done for the students of Wisconsin.
When I think of Betsy, I think of the word fighter. She is a committed, passionate advocate for our students, our members, and the education profession as a whole. Thank you, Betsy, for all you've done.
First of all, I have to salute you on your leadership during some extraordinarily difficult times. Keeping everybody focused on what's really important and really connecting with your members and connecting with me during these difficult times is really appreciated. And I love your advocacy for teacher voice. Clearly that's an area that we have to continue to improve on, and you're a fierce advocate for that. And you're also a great partner. WEAC and the DPI have continued to collaborate on all sorts of efforts that are good for kids and good for teachers and support staff in the state. And I appreciate your work. You're a great leader. The most important thing that I'll remember about you, Betsy, though, is that I always knew where you stood. There was never any hidden agenda, and your honesty and being direct and positive was always appreciated. So I'll miss you and have a great retirement.
One word to describe Betsy Kippers would be passion. Her passion for kids, public education, and members, and this organization has been outstanding her entire career. Thank you so much, Betsy, for your passion and for all that you've done for us.
When I think about Betsy Kippers, the word that comes to mind is spark plug. You know, it only takes a spark to keep a fire going. And Betsy, I want to thank you for keeping the fire going for us.
When I think of Betsy, I think of the word champion. Betsy's a winner, but Betsy is also a champion for so many important causes, to public education, retirement for people in the state of Wisconsin, and mostly to advancing teacher causes. Betsy, thank you.
Hello, Betsy. This is Julie Paulson. You and I go back way far. You showing up at my classroom door one day as a specially designed Phy-Ed teacher for my students on crutches and a neck brace. And I looked at you and wondered what the heck you were doing there. And you insisted on taking my kids to gym, and they went with you to gym. And that was the first time I saw how you will just persevere through anything. And I am so happy for you that you are reaching a point where you're going to hopefully rest. But we do all know that your nickname around here was the Energizer Bunny, and that may be a big challenge for you, but I really hope you find a way to do that.
Hey Betsy, Sue here. Just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement. When I think of you, I think of a friend. You have been with all of us through rough times, stressful times, happy times, and when you leave, you're going to leave the state of Wisconsin, WEAC, in a great position. I congratulate you, and I hope you have a wonderful retirement.
I think if I look back at all the things you've done, and there's so many, and they're all so great, but I think our students that we work with in the special ed area, with all the different issues that they have, I think that's the thing that touches me the most when I think about the things that you did. So I think if I look back on all the time that I've known you, that's probably still the thing that is most special to me for what you had chosen to do in amongst all the many special things that you've done for teachers.
Hi Betsy, it's Angelina. I'm here to thank you for all of your tremendous leadership over the years, not only in WEAC but also in the REA, our local. When I became a teacher 13 years ago, you were the president of the Racine Education Association. And that was always an inspiration to me as a woman to see a strong woman in a leadership position within my own local. It's really helped me to watch you grow in your leadership, to figure out like the best way to grow leadership positions as well. You stepped up when things were very difficult in Wisconsin. You were the vice president of WEAC, and you had the courage to come forward and run for president when our past president stepped down, which I always admired. You've helped our locals really weather Act 10 and how to navigate through that, and it's been a tremendous honor to watch your energy and your leadership and your guidance, not just to the REA but to the locals across the state. So I just want to thank you for your energy and for your leadership and for your guidance and just for you. So I wish you the best of luck in everything that you do moving forward, and I know that's going to be great as well.
Betsy, I want to first start by saying thank you so much for your many years of service here in Racine Unified. Your commitment to our students and to our teachers and educational support staff was invaluable, and we very much appreciated your strength as a leader for the REA. As you moved on to WEAC and leadership positions, you carried on your skills as a strong, tenacious leader, and you helped us through really very challenging times in our union. And we thank you very much for all your years of service, your commitment to our kids, to public education, and to our profession. And I wish you all the best as you move on into your next chapter in your life.
Hey Betsy, this is Norma. I just wanted to say that wanted to thank you for everything you have done for us in Racine and at the state level in Wisconsin. And I just want you to know that you have taught me a valuable lesson when any issues arise, that I need to always look at the bigger picture, to keep in mind that I need to think of how situation is going to affect the majority, not the minority. I use that all the time when making decisions in my professional and personal life. So I just want to say thanks again, and we're going to miss you. Love you.
Hi Betsy, this is Doris saying, gosh, I'm going to miss you. The things they said, when they think of Betsy, what's the first thing that comes to mind? And to me, that first thing was learning how to pick up quarters off a bar, do you remember that? And putting them in a glass. And that was my first time meeting you. And since then, I've known that you not only have that humor, but you have that strength and courage. And that encouraged me to be the person I am, because you as my role model, my hero, I appreciate you.
Whoa, Betsy, 20 years of working together on all of this crap. What are you doing next?